Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a recap of my year 2016. So if you're interested, then keep watching. So I decided to do a video just to look back at my year 2016 because this year is coming to an end and I can't believe the time is flying so fast and so much happened in 2016. I can't even believe it. And I decided to do this video just to actually remind myself of everything that happened this year, but also to share it with you guys. I'm going to be talking a lot about the traveling we did, or I'm going to include a lot of video bits and pictures and things like that. I wrote everything down on my phone because I actually had to go through all my pictures from this year on my phone to remember what happened, where we went, what kind of events and jobs I did. So I'm gonna start from January 2016 and we are gonna go forward from there. I hope you will enjoy this little kind of like a memory lane with me. Let me know what incredible things happened to you this year and what was the most memorable moment. I would love to know about that. So the way we actually welcomed the year 2016 was in our trip to Switzerland and France. Me and Jay went away. I was skiing away in France and then he joined me there, and from there we went to the Alps and then we went to Switzerland and we had an absolute incredible time. And for the new year we actually stayed in an incredible hotel. It had this amazing infinity pool outside that was looking onto the lake and the mountains, and it was just the most beautiful place I have ever been to. And I remember getting into that pool and feeling like a child, like I was literally squeaking of how happy that moment made me. I was so tearful because it was just a magical moment, and especially to be sharing it with someone you love and to be welcoming a new year in a place like this. It was absolutely incredible and we had such a good trip. One of the biggest things that happened this year is actually creating my YouTube channel. My channel is quite young, it's not even a year old, but I absolutely love it and I am very grateful and very thankful to each and every one of you for supporting me, for subscribing to me, for commenting, for liking, for talking to me. I don't know, for so many little things that pushed me forward, that just inspired me to do this more. I absolutely love doing this and I really hope that my channel will grow and I can do it, you know, further. Also, my best friend this year had a baby. She had a little boy in February and he's the most adorable thing in the world. Like, she is my absolute best friend from school. We have known each other for like 19 years, I think. Maybe we've known each other, so quite a long time considering that I am only 26, and she has been my best friend regardless of where I moved, and I have moved a lot, and it's very hard to keep your friends close or to keep any friends when you are moving so much and when you are away so much. You don't see them. I see her sometimes once a year, but that has never really influenced our relationship in a bad way. She has always been there for me and I always try to be there for her when she needs me. So she had a baby and it's such a milestone because we grew up together, and you always think this day, you know, is so far away, but yeah, she had a boy and he is like, I just adore him. I visited her twice since she gave birth to him and he's growing and he's just beautiful and adorable and playful. And yeah, I cannot wait for the next 19 years of our friendship together, and I can't wait to see her grow as a mother and him to grow old as well. Also this year I visited Estonia and Russia twice. I went there in spring and then I visited just recently in November. I visit Estonia all the time because my father lives there and my brothers are in Russia and a lot of my family is still there. So for me it's always an important part of my year to go back there, to see where I'm from, to just remind myself of where I come from. Especially recently that I have visited, it was full of snow and it was just beautiful, and it just made me so grateful that I come from such a small but such a beautiful place. And also it was amazing to see my grandparents because they're not getting any younger, and I always feel very guilty that I'm not there, you know, enough, not as much as my cousins are. But you know, I think they are happy for me that I am doing so many things and that I am traveling the world. And St. Petersburg, of course, is absolutely beautiful. If you have a chance to go, do give it a try, because it's such a beautiful city at any season, any time of the year. It's absolutely incredible. I have also taken up Pilates, aerial Pilates. I don't know if any of you guys know about it or do it, because I absolutely love it. It's just a really long silk hammock that hangs from the ceiling, and you are basically hanging upside down and all doing all this kind of circus tricks, and I don't know, it's very fun. So that has been a really big part of my life in the last year, and I recommend everyone to try it if you have a chance. I also wrote here to tell you about my favorite shoot of this year, because obviously this is my job, this is my life, this is what I do. It's a big part of my life, you know, this is how I make my money, but also I really enjoy my job. I never thought I'm gonna become a model. It has never been my dream. If some people really dream of becoming one, and you know, they aim for it and they do everything to become it, that wasn't really my plan. It just happened to me when I was at university. I got scouted and it just went from then on. You know, I started getting paid for it, and when you start getting paid for something, you just consider it a job and you keep doing it. And this year there has been so many great jobs and new people and teams that I you know, had a pleasure of working with. But I think my favorite shoot of this year was definitely the one in Naples. I had a shoot with an Italian company called B700. It's a jeans and menswear like clothing. It was a very kind of last minute shoot, but yeah, we were there shooting all night on the beach under the stars. It was incredible. The team was just, it was such a big team, but such a lovely people. And I remember then after we went for a big pizza and for a big meal, and I was only there for a day. Not many things were packed into the trip, but the shoot itself was so impressive, and I think it was one of the like biggest production shoots that I have ever done. So I think that's why it really stuck in my mind. And also I love the picture that we came out with. And then I remember my friends from Italy, they were sending me like newspaper pictures and billboard pictures with me on them, and it was just, it always feels very nice when something like this happens. I don't feel proud about it, I don't feel like, you know, I'm better than someone else or something like that. It's just my personal little victory that happened to me. And then we also had a trip to Iceland in spring. I took Jay there for his birthday, and it was again one of the most incredible trips that we ever took. And to be honest, it was one of the most different and breathtaking places that I have been to. It was so remote, it was stunning. It was just stunning, but in such a different way. The nature, the emptiness, just the everything about it was just like it as you can see, it just makes me speechless. And we enjoyed our trip there so much. We kept saying that we really need to come back. We keep saying it now, months and months later. And we always look back at the pictures and the videos that we took there, and we missed that place so much. The food was amazing, people were really lovely and friendly, the hotel that we stayed in was beautiful, like all the like little design bits that we saw. If you have a chance to go, I really recommend going. It is not a place to go party, it is not a place where someone will entertain you. If you do get impressed by landscapes and nature and things like that, and just the power of like nature, then try Iceland, definitely. Then in summer I went to Bulgaria to visit my mom. This is what I do every summer. My mom has an apartment in Bulgaria and she goes there every summer for 3 months. She just goes to the sea, eats fresh, you know, produce, vegetables and fruits. She just lies under the sun and takes her time off because she works very hard during the year. So when she's there, it's her time, and I love visiting her there. I think that Bulgaria is very underestimated, because it's a lovely country with beautiful weather. The people are really friendly and welcoming. You have everything there that, you know, Spain has and Italy has, but for some reason people really underrate it. And as I said, we go there every year, and this year we spent a lovely time with my mom. I love spending time with her in general. I feel like I really don't spend enough time with her, and I don't give her enough credit as well for everything that she does for me. But I think maybe that comes with age. I think for some time you just don't appreciate your parents. But I try my best, and I try to tell her how much I love her every day. And we had a lovely time. We spent, you know, every day on the beach. We took a car, for like a rental car, drove around, you know, cooked at home, drank wine at home, just chatted, spoke about things. And yeah, it's just one of those like precious moments that you really need to appreciate. August, me and Jay took a trip to Europe. We drove to Europe and we had a little road trip because I kept pestering him about lavender fields. I said, Jay, this year we need to see the lavender fields. I don't care how we're gonna get there, but we need to get there. I am determined about it. And because he had so much work and I was working as well, we just couldn't take the time off. And then we basically got there just as the lavender was harvested. Still went to the abbey and saw the lavender, and even if it wasn't as purple as some people might have seen it, it was still incredibly beautiful and it smelled amazing. We did a little shoot there, and we stayed in Provence for a few nights in a lovely design kind of a boutique hotel with beautiful food. They had a really good chef there. And from there we stopped in Monte Carlo just for a day. We didn't stay overnight. We just walked around. It was so hot in there, and we just walked and looked at the yachts and had ice cream and just, you know, looked at a little bit of a different world, you know, where people come and show off their luxury cars and things like that. And Jay loves Formula One, so it was like one of the places to just to go and see, because the racing track goes around there. So that was fun. And then from there we went to Tuscany, and both of us are in love with Tuscany. I worked in Tuscany for a while. Jay's family, like his grandma, comes from there. So we try to go there every year, and this year we went to this amazing hotel that is like a village. It's like a village in a hotel, or a hotel in a village. I don't even know how to put it, but it was so peaceful and so beautiful. Our room had this incredible bath. It had this amazing view on the valley. It had all this wood and like wooden beams around, and all the little design details that just made it so cozy. And there was this amazing pool with a view, and we watched the sunset every night with just a glass of wine, watching the sunset together. It was again one of those magical moments that I'm trying to remind myself of, because I don't know, when you just live in everyday life, you forget all these amazing things that happen to you. And then from there we went to Portofino, and I have never been to Portofino and I have always wanted to go. And when we got there, me and Jay, we told each other, like, why have we never been here before? Why have we never drove here, even though we were like an hour away every year? And because it was just magical. It was such a beautiful place. The weather was perfect. We stayed in a really small hotel on the main square. We took a boat to another place, and I just remember feeling that like warm wind on your like salted hair. It was just amazing. And again, the food was beautiful. The views were incredible. We stayed there for a couple of days. We walked over like the seashore. We went to another city, had like dinner there. Also this year I managed to squeeze in a university reunion with my friends, and the reason why we managed to do that is because one of our friends was getting married. I studied in two universities. I studied in one in Finland and one in France, so this was a reunion with some of my friends from the French university, because one of our girls, she was getting married in Czech Republic, and so we went, and there were guys from United States, from Mexico, from Slovakia, from Czech Republic, from Germany, and it was such an amazing time. I have not seen them for I think 4 or 5 years now, and when we all sat together in one room, it felt like, you know, like we saw each other yesterday. Like just yesterday we were living in our student accommodation in Saint-Étienne in France and loving life, partying. It was just crazy, but it's like nothing changed at all. So that was a really happy moment for me, and it was also really nice to introduce Jay to them because we went there together. Then on my birthday, or just before my birthday, my family took me to New York, and going to New York has always been one of my dreams. Like seriously, I always wanted to go to New York. Jay has already been, so we always gave priority to other places that neither of us have been to, and because it's also a long flight, you always kind of think, there are so many nice places close, you know, why would I go so far? Spent almost a week there with my family. We went to 5 musicals, we went on a helicopter ride, we rode bicycles in Central Park, we just walked around, we did a lot of shopping. Amazing. Like, I know maybe I should read a vocabulary to learn some new adjectives, but everything seemed to be amazing this year, and I'm very grateful for that. But yes, New York was incredible. I really want to go back because I feel like I didn't see everything, because it's such a big city, and as soon as you like come out in the morning, you try to do so many things, you manage half of them and the day is over. So I haven't done everything, so I really need to go back. Another thing that happened to us this year is we moved. We moved to a new home that you can see behind me. The reason why we moved is because I think we are hoarders. We have too much stuff. It didn't fit into the old place anymore, so we had to move. So we moved to a bigger home. It's not a detached house, but it has 2 floors. We have now a separate bedroom. We have a bathroom with a bath, and we have another bedroom as well that we made into a like a wardrobe kind of closet space. I don't know, it's not done yet, it's just stuffed with boxes. As soon as it's done, I will try to do a house tour for you. We also have a little garden, which is nice. Even though it is just a little patch of grass, it's still nice to have a little bit of outside. So yeah, that's another thing that happened. And another thing that I want to point out this year is that a lot of new people, amazing people, came into my life, and I just wanted to catch this on video, me saying that I acquired some new friends, and I can call them friends now, because in the beginning they are all kind of, you know, just the people you know and you get along with. But no, I actually do have some new friends now, and I am extremely thankful and grateful for them, for tolerating me. I'm not the easiest person, I'm very straightforward, I'm very opinionated, and I can be very harsh sometimes. So I love you all very much, you will know who you are. And the last thank you that I want to say this year is once again to all of you guys, because I wouldn't be sitting here and talking and recapping and just going through all my memories of this year if it wouldn't be for you. I am very, very grateful. Thank you all very much for supporting me through this little journey. It has been such a pleasure. I hope you all are having an amazing Christmas time and, you know, amazing holidays, and you're all surrounded by family or friends or people you love. And yeah, I just really hope that everyone is feeling really happy at the moment, because I am definitely feeling very happy. Happy New Year! Whatever religion, whatever, I don't know, views you have, whatever holiday you are celebrating, I congratulate you on that, and I hope you will have an incredible time. I love you all very much, and I will see you very soon in my next video.